right, guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today, we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales. All right, we got a cool topic for sales today. So let's go ahead and literally dive right on into it. What is our cool topic today? Our cool topic today is selling. How do you sell pet insurance? Should you buy pet insurance? Who's buying pet insurance? Let's talk about selling and buying pet insurance, and what do you need? What kind of licenses? I know it's a lot of mouth stuff there, but I'll tell you, I'm doing my research, and there are topics because, I sell life insurance. I have a 214 life insurance license. I can sell, basic insurance, like say, for instance, for people who are about ready to die, who are glad to see me, and also people who need annuities. But I've been thinking about my mom and dad. They got these pets, these dogs, and I just happened to go to a couple of their visits to their, the people who take good care of their animals. And I found out, man, that ain't cheap. It costs a lot of money. And so I'm thinking, man, I sell life insurance and I help people with real estate and I help people buy stuff. But so I thought about this topic, buying and selling or thinking about getting pet insurance. Do you feel like it's a good value? And what's involved? What kind of education do you need to be able to sell it? What kind of degree or background do you need? What kind of license or certifications do you need to be able to sell pet insurance? And we're going to talk about all that today. But first off, like I said, I was doing my research because this is such a good topic because I talk about all types of selling. Give me a thumbs up, please share. And remember, I've got hundreds and hundreds of videos that can talk to you about all different ways of selling, about all different topics about sales. So do yourself a favor, take a few minutes and, check me out, guys. So let's get back on task. We're talking about, pet insurance. Should you buy pet insurance? Really? I look at how much my parents have paid. I had a friend of mine, his dog, started going blind, had leukemia. There's some that I know, some people have had cancer. I mean, some basically just to get their teeth cleaned is really nice. So there's services and benefits that if you buy the pet insurance, it could be beneficial. Now, there are different types of pet insurance, but generally we're talking about cats and dogs, the general pets that most people have. But there are pets, that are like horses and, high-end pets like tigers and just these different type of animals, so they need somebody to love on them. So I would imagine there are different types of insurance for those high-end type animals. But for today, we're going to talk about pet insurance, about your dog and your cat and so forth. And I was doing my research because I like to. I went online and I looked and I said, I was trying to figure out what kind of a license do you need to be able to have the capability to sell pet insurance. And it says here on Google, to sell pet insurance, in most states, you need a property and casualty and P&C insurance license. This means you must be licensed to sell property and casualty insurance, which typically includes pet insurance as well. Now, and that's pretty cool, guys. I was just, like I said, bringing that to your attention because if you're thinking about selling it, here's the thing. If you want to get a license, a P&C license, which is a property and casualty license, this license, it takes about 200 hours to get this. Now, it's a lot different than getting a life insurance and just having that one niche, but because you're looking at 45 to 60 hours. Real estate, 64 plus 45, after that, and 14 after that. And this, it says you got to pass the state exam. You got to get at least a 70%. You get to take the test. It's only 110 multiple questions. So when you take this test, you're going to be pretty sharp when it comes to different types of insurance. And, the 220 license is the Mac Daddy for folks who are wanting to sell, different lines of insurance. So do yourself a favor and do your research because if you're wanting to help people, I can't. I have a 440 insurance license. That means what I can do is I can work with somebody who has a P&C license, who is a person who has a 220, and if they have the capability to sell pet insurance, which they probably do, I have the capability to offer those services because I work under the tutelage of a manager or an owner who has that license. And remember, I have a 440 license, which gives me the capability to have a conversation with people people about buying and selling, what the features, what the benefits are, what's going to help, what the costs are, and so forth. But I don't work generally on commission. I work on that. And if you do this, you'll get, a stipend, which is generally, you're going to get a salary. But most of the time, these folks want you to eventually get your different licenses, like a 220 and so forth. So that way you can also build business, make business. But when you first start, sometimes by having a 440, it can walk you into the door to be able to work with different companies. You even got different life insurance companies. You even got companies like Geico. You've got all these different companies that need good people like you to be able to help them to be able to sell their products and services. And if you've got this education, like I said, I got my 440 license and I have to renew it every 2 years. It will give you that at least open experience. So that way, if you're wanting to get your 220, or if you're thinking about getting your property and casualty insurance license, you have the time to be able to do it. Now, be ready to buckle down, because you're going to have a lot of stuff to learn. You're going to be able to learn to communicate with people. You're going to learn to talk to people over that phone. You're going to be knocking on people's doors. But the key to thing is probably, if you're working in this industry, a lot of people get advertisements and stuff they send out. You've got friends, families. There's different companies that you can go talk to about pet insurance. You've got different people who need pet insurance because, see, they don't think about it until something happens. And when they have to figure out, well, man, I guess I have to put my animal down. But if they would have had the insurance, because I looked at what it would cover, as far as, the different benefits. And I looked at this one, I Googled it, I looked in to see what kind of things that the companies can do. And this particular company, I don't know who they are, but I hope they don't mind me using this information. ADB, what is pet insurance? It says right here, pet insurance is a policy purchased by the owner to provide accident and illness coverage for family-owned pets. It's primarily purchased to cover cats and dogs, but some policies will cover other household animals. Thank you, A and D and B. Many animal medical procedures, such as surgery, sickness, are very expensive. And it's like, guys, it is expensive. And they're saying here also that they're going to go ahead and, you got types of policies and coverage like pet health insurance, reimbursed for pet owners, at veterinary care. You're looking here at burial, cremation, insurance, pet insurance that's going to cover them just in so many facets. But mostly for most people who get pet insurance, they give you the capability to get the immunization, where they get their shots. They give them the capability to get their teeth cleaned, just like me and you and children. They need to have this taken care of. Pets are our babies. They're our family members. They're not just, some people don't believe that, but my mom and dad, they love their animals, and they spend a lot of money. Over the years, they've had many pets, and it costs a lot of money. And I was doing my research, and like I says, these insurances give you the capability, to cover. And it looks right here. It says not everything is covered. So you want to know what your policy covers. You want to talk to your person who's taking care of your pets for you, and they can give you a breakdown of what they actually cover. Sometimes they cover X-ray. Sometimes they cover cleanings. Sometimes they cover different chippings to be able to find them. They have all these different medical expenditures, discounts that you will be able to get off of operations and things that can happen just in a baby's lifetime. It's just their pets. Man, it's amazing. And sometimes they need their nails clips, and there are different companies in insurance that offer these different rewards so that you can take care of your pet, like pet supplies, pet foods, different type of things to take that little fat pet and make them a skinny pet. And today we're talking about, should I get pet insurance? I would probably say, look at the price point. They're going to take it out on a monthly basis. They're going to take it directly from your checking account. So have an open amount. That way you can remember that they're going to take this amount. And when your baby has a problem, your dog, your cat, if they have a problem, all you're going to do is have that cool card. You're going to go talk to your person and say, what can you help me with? And they're going to be able to at least give you the details. And if you want to do the maintain your babies, give them those teeth cleanings, those nails clippings, those different things where they get their checkups from the neck up, just like me and you, and their annual shots and so forth. They've got discounts. They've got all kinds of discounts also on places where you can go and drop your pet off. You got to go out of town for a couple of weeks. You need somebody to take care of. These insurance providers offer all these different types of things to help the consumer be able to enjoy the experience. Because when you're buying insurance or you're buying anything, if it's not a good experience, it sucks. I've seen, like I said, my friend, man, he spent thousands and thousands of dollars on getting his dog taken care of. And he loved that thing because it cost him thousands of dollars to have that particular breed of dog. My best friend, David Burns, I miss him. But the cost, it was just so expensive. He made a lot of money, and he never had thought about, and I thought about, hey, my mom and dad, I just went the other day and saw how much money they spent just on the same stuff. They could have probably got discounted, maybe even for free. So do yourself a favor, guys. If you're thinking about getting pet insurance or selling pet insurance, it's a pretty good idea to know what you're getting into. But remember, it's probably going to save you a lot on the maintenance, taking care of the pet's health. And if the pet is healthy, you'll be happy, because that means you ain't got to go figure out, damn, how much does it cost? $500, $1,000. What? We got to put baby to bed, put him to sleep. Don't want to be that person. So, look at what you can handle. If it's under, and it's $50, $60, $70 a month, guys, it's a small investment, because 12 months happen and then 20 years go by. There's many things that happen, good days, bad days, and animals, they get into everything. They love to be able to be loved. So love your animals. Think about getting that pet insurance. But if you're trying to sell pet insurance, it's a great idea to go ahead and do your research. Remember, you can get a 440 license. You can go and work for a company who has a 220 license. These big insurance companies, they'll be glad. And you can even go on different websites. And I was doing my research. I went to Indeed.com and I put in, the different information about, different types of selling opportunities. And if you are thinking about getting into insurance, you can actually type in, the 440 sell pet insurance. And like this one right here, 440 insurance. And there's personal lines account manager, and they're asking for a 440 to 220. I don't know if you can see this, guys. I hope you can. But these automatically give you the capability, by having that 440 insurance license, to be able to walk into it and be able to start working. Now, if you don't have it, you can talk to these people. They can help you with maybe funding to be able to pay for the courses. You're going to need a background check. They are going to check your fingerprints. They will also, go ahead and make sure you can pass the courses and the test, because it's important for you to be able to have a conversation and know what you're talking about. So if you're thinking about selling pet insurance or any kind of insurance, you need to take it serious. Study it hard. I know some people, they can study stuff for 2 weeks and they got it in all their brain. They can take a test. For me, I need to take my time, because after I start selling this stuff, if I pass the test, I got to start selling it. I got to start having conversations. And if you have the capability like me to be able to retain good information, and selling is your forte, or you like talking to people, you might want to consider getting the capability to sell pet insurance. But you got to work generally for, who do you say here? You got to get a property and casualty line license, which is like a 200 course hour license. For me, I'd rather just go ahead and get a 440 and then see if I like it. Talk to them first, because they'll get you started, man. Because they need people like you who are not afraid to say, hey, hi, my name is Gary Lee. I was just getting back with you, Miss Mary. It looks like you nice folks have insurance with us. I see that you have a dog and a cat. How are they doing? And they'll be like, who is this? Yes, I'm Gary Lee Stanley. I work over here at blah, blah. We're just calling to check on our customers and see if you have any questions, and let you know we do have pet insurance. And I don't know if you folks have even thought about it. So what I'm saying, guys, is you have to want to look for places to make money. If you want to make money, pet insurance could be another way for you to make money. If you got a 440 license and you can work for somebody who's selling insurance anyway, and you're talking to them, and eventually you get to a point where they may give you benefits and points and stuff so you can make extra money. And then you can work towards getting your own license, build up your pipeline of customers who've bought that insurance and people who come back to you who have questions. And it's a really cool thing, guys. So if you're looking to sell any type of insurance, life insurance is pretty cool. People are dying to talk to me. But if you thought about selling pet insurance or buying pet insurance, it's pretty cool. So get out there and sell something. And remember, your dogs, your cats, they're like your little babies. They're part of your family. So what are you going to do? You're going to take care of your customers. You're going to take care of people. And we're going to take care of our pets. And remember, should I buy pet insurance? I think it's a pretty good idea to consider it big time. Go out there and sell something. Remember, if you ain't asking for the order and your customers don't know what you have to offer, they ain't informed. So inform your customers that pet insurance could save their pet's life and save you a lot of money. Okay? All right.